Hi everybody, it's Anna. Welcome to the Wednesday card in this week's tarot story. Today we have the King of Pentacles reversed. So the king is the master energy of his suit. He is the one who is able to take his energy and use it to his own purposes and intentions. This is the King of Pentacles. Pentacles are connected to the physical realm. So that's about things you can see and taste and touch, money, jobs, hobbies, as well as physical wellness and vitality. So when this card is upright, we can see this king is the center of a great deal of abundance. He's in the middle of this magical kingdom. It's covered in greenery. So the idea here is this king is sort of living in the vortex of manifesting power. And when he's upright, it suggests to me that he is so in alignment with his own energy, that he is creating abundance not only for himself, but for the entire kingdom. So just by being near this king, people discover their own capacity to intentionally affect and change the physical world. Now, when this card comes to us reversed, well, today I'll say why it's reversed. I think it's because we might be a little unconscious of our own king energy. So this week we're talking about the mind getting moving, helping the mind get past its anxiety or its confusion in order to allow itself to be led by the intuition into moving forward. Now, one of the reasons the mind gets stuck is it feels like it's at the mercy of the world around us. Like it thinks it has to adapt to what happens instead of being the one creating the action. So it's like the king makes things happen, but the reverse king doesn't think he's making things happen. So the mind then, because it's worrying about what might happen, it's anticipating for that, it's trying to guard around all the bad possibilities of scarcity that might pop up on us. But the reversal of the king suggests to me, and I think this is often true, most of the time it's true, is that there is a king energy at work inside of us we're just not recognizing. So a lot of times I'll talk to clients and they'll be worried about the future, worried about running out of money. That's a big one a lot of us struggle with. And when they tell their story, they say, well, things just sort of work out for me. Things have always worked out for me. Well, when things always work out for you, that implies there's a king at work, right? It's all working out. You can see the evidence that somehow, even when it seemed impossible or you didn't know how it was going to work, things just fell into place. The problem is that it's an unconscious energy. The king is at work, but we're not aware the king is at work. And so we're not gaining support or confidence from that. And so when we're looking to the future, we don't realize it's a repeatable energy. Like if it worked out in the past, that energy is going to be repeatable. So what we want to do is recognize in the past where it's been happening and begin to own it for ourselves. That to me is the reversal could be about feeling stuck, but also about internalizing the understanding that we are the king. So because the problem is when you're thinking ahead of yourself, you can't solve the problem because the problem isn't here yet, and it might never get here. So the mind is actually playing a losing game when it goes into the future. The truth is, as you walk, your power and your magic walks with you. The king is with you in this moment. So you can't get ahead of yourself because the king isn't living in that moment. The king is living in this moment. Also, Pentacles, because they're about the physical world, are very much about the present moment. But if you can recognize in the past, things have always sort of magically or surprisingly worked out for you, and realize that you were making that happen. Even though your human mind, your ego mind wasn't aware you were doing it, clearly you were working in cooperation with some magic and energy in the universe and within yourself. Then even without trying to, you have access to this energy. You can begin to start kind of getting clear on that in your mind, getting your mind to understand that as well. And so there's less resistance in moving forward. That's today's card. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.